How's it going?
Good.
It's time. It's time. It's time for another treasure trove. Yes. Yes. So in a way, I'm like, this is great because I love doing this, but I know I'm going to be hoarse by the time we get from lot 101 to lot what?
187.
187. So there's 87 lots. Is that it?
I might be lying to you. Hold on. It's 183.
83 lots. And here we go.
Oh, wait, get the semicircle.
What? The semicircle? Yeah, let's give them a panoramic. All right. La 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 la. John. All right, let's roll. Lot 101. We have a Forge World Stormlord Shadow Sword. Looks like it is mostly together. I think this is what you see is what you get. Looks like a little magnet there. It's not Forge World, sorry. Did I say Forge World?
Yes.
You know, I'm really not getting a good start here. So so there it is. Looks like it's ready to paint. Maybe a little TLC needed. That's lot 101. You're supposed to do it.
101.
Okay, we're moving on to lot 102. That is the Studio Ogres Army. This is at least 2,500, possibly up to 3,000, depending on how you configure it. You've seen it multiple times, but I will just review it for you now. It's got magnetized movement trays all along. It has unusual figures in it. It's been the new plastics have been sprinkled around the other units, so it's not like, you know, you've got the old units and then the new units. It is a mix, so we put as much character into it as we possibly could. It's got fantastic base work. These giant creatures have magnetized extra parts, so they switch out. And you've seen it play. It's a very balanced, fun, and competitive list. So the Studio Ogres are on the block, and you could own a part of history.
And that's lot 102.
Okay, lot 103 is, looks like some Space Hulk
Space
stuff.
Hulk.
Thank you.
Terminators.
Space Hulk, is this 2 sets? It looks like 2 sets.
I don't know if it's super
So, well, let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is one set with this, guys. I think it's 13. Don't hold me to that. Looks like there's something missing right here. In fact, we could just hold this up. Yeah, there is a guy missing. But, oh, it could be this guy right there. See? So probably, if I'm doing the count right, probably 26 guys, 27, 28, 29, 30 if you count the dead guy on throne. So, but this is as is, so you got to see it and figure out if that's how you liked it. So that is lot 103. You know, we're going to spare Janine. Okay, where's lot 104? 104 is back here. I would just scoot around back. Looks like you have a Stegodon put together, ready to paint. And that is with the giant bolt thrower. That is not a bad option. You have some converted skink priests. Looks like 4 of them, plus the traditional single part cast. So that's 5. Looks like a unit of 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 24 skinks here. Some Croxagore, those are out of print. You do have some riders. So this looks to be about a battalion box. Don't quote me on this, but I do believe the riders are in here. Yes, there are at least some riders. It says Cold One rider bits. Okay, great. And looks like at least 20 Saurus Warriors, maybe as many as 20. Yeah, in fact, there's 24 there, which would be about right for the counts in the box. And that is lot 104. Just turn it around and give a lot 104.
104.
Yay! All right.
105.
Lot 1, is that this Eldar
Yep.
army? Then what's 122 here?
The Scorpion's by itself.
The Scorpion is by itself. All right, that's probably wise because not everybody's going to want that as part of the Eldar. Like, do we use that? So this is the Studio Eldar army. You've seen it played multiple times. It's got a lot of aspect warriors in it. I'd say it's a classic army. Here's what's good about this is that it has a strong and consistent theme with the red and the white and the black. You also have the aspect warriors, but they are not so strong that they, you know, stand out or look gaudy. You have the jet bikes are low riding. They've had the bases clipped and replaced with steel or wooden rods. So that's a nice feature. Oh, and it doesn't stop there. You've got Warlocks and Farseers converted on here. And that is definitely not the easiest conversion to do. Up here, here's the gem of the entire lot. For those of you that may not know, this is a limited edition figure. My understanding is that that has retailed on eBay for up to $60 or more, I do believe. There's also this converted winged Exarch that's made from a Shadow Seer. So there's quite a bit of love in this lot here, including this Karandras, which is quite handsomely done, and that's been added. What?
I think that one's actually
Fuegan. Did I say Karandras? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't mean that. So Fuegan, or however Tom S. said it.
I have no idea if I pronounced it right or not.
Yeah, Fuegan. Well, I'm just going with Spanish pronunciation, which would be Fuegan, like fuego, which means fire. That's probably where they got it.
They also have
Or maybe it's Latin. There's some romance.
Baharmoth
Baharmoth. Oh, that's
I look at the first
fantastic.
3 letters and try and pronounce the rest.
The Eldar gods will have vengeance on our souls in the next life.
There we
Okay, so that is lot 105.
105.
All right, that's enough of that. Okay, where's 106? This is 106. Okay, fantastic. Lot 106 is a bunch of boxes. You have a Chaos Space Marine Battalion. You have a Chaos Space Marine Land Raider. You have 2 boxes of Chaos Space Marine Terminators. Bing, bing. You have a box of Chaos Space Marines. And you have another box of Chaos Space Marines. This is all new in shrink wrap except this. So let's go ahead and open this. Oh no, it's been taped shut. So feels right. I guess you'll have to find out. See if that's worth it. Okay, so that is lot 106. 106. Okay, lot 107. Here's a treasure, a gem, if you were. This is from our painting competition. This is Ren's Nurgle Land Raider, and this has been insanely customized. It is just an absolute treat. Lots of warpage, where it's actually eaten all the way through the hull. All the Imperial symbols have been taken off of it. So really, like, and here you have like goop and this giant pockmark. There you have this Nurgling popping out of the hatch. So this thing is full of character, full of life. It is really just an absolutely wonderful piece. And that is lot 107. Okay. Let's go back to lot 106. Thomas provided us a knife. So let's go ahead and open this up. Yep, cursory examination indicates this is complete. Yep, that looks good. All right, let's move on. Oh, I'm going to do the magnifying glass trick, so I don't know if that's any good. So we'll go ahead and let you look at some of the more interesting parts there. I don't know if this is working, so if it doesn't, sorry if I'm wasting your time. There we go. All right. Lot 108 is the Power Rangers display that Xana did. And I do believe the winner of the painting, the studio, what was it called? Second Life painting competition. And what more can I say? This is definitely a unique piece, and it was beloved by all. You have your little guys magnetized on here, and you're certainly owning a piece of BTP history with this. Okay, let's move on. Lot 109. You have 3 ethereals. These are not painted by BTP.
They're painted by Mike for the painting competition.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So this is Mike's thing for the painting competition. We'll try and get the glare off of there. So there's guy number 1. So these are BTP painted. These are looking to be about level 5 here, which is hero level. So there's that guy. And the last one. Yeah, these are great. Wow, we have quite a bin of of jewels down there. All right, we're moving on to lot, that was lot 109, that's 3 ethereals. And lot 110, these are the orc boys that Brett painted up for the painting competition. The display is otherwise occupied, so really not much to say here. These are the classic guys. They have some looted high elf stuff. You actually want to pull back just a tad more. There you go. So, some looted high elf stuff. They have custom cloaks that have freehand on them. Am I missing something?
No,
So
they're
there's that guy.
totally redone.
I'm going to get a better magnifying glass, because if this works, I think it'll be a great way to do this. Actually, on me, if you'd be so kind. Here's the deal. I have a supposedly HD flip camera which processes really quick and makes sure that the videos go up in a timely fashion. So that's kind of the steady stream. So that's kind of the trade-off with this camera. All right, anyway, let's move on to lot, so it goes 110,
I
and
think
there's
we
123.
go over there.
So, well, here's 122.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I guess we'll have to remember those there. No worries. Okay, here we go. Lot 111. This is a classic Land Raider. Looks to be in good condition. The front hatch opens and closes. Looks like it does so. I wouldn't mess with it too much. This piece comes off like that, and it does have Land Raider, Forge World Land Raider front
Salamanders.
and side hatch. Thank you, salamanders. Okay, and so this is a great lot because this is ready, as far as I can tell, it's ready to go. You might just want to give it a once-over before you put the primer on. Lot 112, these are, don't tell me.
Oh,
Okay.
I told
Nope.
you.
No, that's good because I would have guessed the wrong thing. I would have guessed Kislevites off the bat there. So Talarn Rough Riders, looks to be 10 of them. Here's all the arms, a melt-a-gun, and a chainsword. That is lot 112. We're on to lot 113. 113 is some old Steel Legion figures. These were not painted by BTP. They do need some base work and touch-up, but they are, let's go ahead and just make one of those just a tad bigger. That's what those look like. And it looks to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, just over 20. At least 20 guys, I'm going to say. Moving on to lot, and that's lot 113. Lot 114. 14 down, 69 to go. 79 to go. All right, seriously, I think this will take an hour to get through, maybe even more. It's all good, though. All right, in fact, if I only spent 60 seconds on each one, it would be an hour and a half, basically. Yeah, oh, that's great. Wow, good thing I like hearing myself talk. All right, it's funny because it's true. We have some Adeptus Arbites here, Arbites. Looks to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. But look for yourself, count for yourself. These are not BTP painted, but they look pretty solid. They look like a good level 3 going on there. They have a classic goblin green basing style, so these are quite old. As you can see, there is a little bit of damage to these, so you will need to touch them up when you get them. Here's one more guy. See if we can get him to show up a little bigger. But they do have some good details on them. The belt work and the pistol holsters are all picked out. And as far as I can tell, pretty much all of the details picked out on this. So a little TLC, you could rework the bases if you wanted to, because they do have texture on them. And so you could take them as is as a quick addition to your Imperial Guard army. You could take them because you love these old Games Workshop figures, or you could take them as a rework project and turn them into something really fantastic. So definitely scoop those up if this is your thing. That's lot 114 if this is your thing. All right, 115. Kablam! Unidentified figures. Looks to be about 30 of them. These are old metal Imperial Guard figures. Looks like maybe even some Escher Gangers in here. Is that right? Or are these like old Catachans? I don't even know what these are.
Most of them are old Catachans, but there's some other stuff mixed in here too.
And so these are very camp figures. Looks like a Talarn with a plasma rifle there. Somebody's missing arm. You can tell older lots because they still have guys on the rectangular cavalry bases, which is what you used to get with those, rather than 40 millimeter rounds, which is what they're doing nowadays. So it looks to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, probably about 30 figures in that lot of old camp classic stuff. 115. On to lot 160. Oh, wow! You're putting these all in one giant lot. Just to be gone.
That's how he ran them.
Just to be done. Well, John was running this as free company, but these are old Grenadier and Reaper figs, right? That our art director John painted up really quick for his Empire army. And I have to tell you, you know what I would buy these for? I'd buy them for an RPG if I were like a DM. And,
Oh yeah, they're perfect for that.
Dual use. Let's just take a look at a few of them. Get our handy dandy magnifying glass out. And they've been done with pretty basic paint jobs, but they are decent. And they do have kind of a cohesive color scheme to them. Here's some kind of paladin cleric type of guy. So he has like a quartering pattern on his shield and cloak. And you do have some not bizarro figures. You have some unusual figures like this little Black Knight, like from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So this is a very eclectic lot. You'll have a lot of fun with it. And quite frankly, I think it's really best as like an RPG type of thing. But, you know, to each his own. Okay, I'll go ahead and stop. I can laugh because I are one. All right, lot 117. Oh man. Seriously, this makes me sad to see this go. These are Dark Age figures. These were painted by Joseph shortly after we came home from Adepticon last year. These are painted level 5 easy, might even be pushing a 6 on these. They have...
Oh, I'd call them 6.
They are really super. They have like little tattoos, detail work picked out on them. The coloration is very subtle, like she has this reddish hair, but if you look at the shadows, they're not black. They're like a dark, dusky blue color, and that is something that makes them really special. They have these custom bases. These are resin caps, so they have decorative bases, and they are just an absolute treat. I hate to see them go, but here they are. It'll give us more joy if somebody else has them in their home. If you dig around on our website, you can probably find individual pictures of these, but these are really wonderful figures. Thanks for adjusting the camera there when I'm drifting. And just the little things, like look at this guy. He's got like this tiny little, I guess, wooden palisade or sign there with a bullet hole in it. And he's got like a gas mask and some kind of aboriginal shield and a pipe with sharp pieces of metal in it, you know, and back piercings with bones and talons and whatnot. I mean, these models, seriously, are ridiculous. They are, each one of them, an absolute treasure. So that is lot 117. We're on to lot 118. 118 is a couple of weird miniatures. This is for Malifaux. And quite frankly, I don't know. Oh, no, wait a minute. This is a Malifaux figure.
Yeah, no, I think they both are. I
Like
think
a doll?
that's Cassandra.
Is it? She has like a bow or something. No?
And
Looks like some kind of wood elf type of thing. Like a wood elf wizard.
I imagine because they're bases, and I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure they're
I don't know.
no, I think they're both
Okay,
Malifaux.
you
And
know
then,
what? You know what I'm going to call them? I'm going to call them lot 118. So if you love them, pick them up. Did I give you a magnified version of that? This is our pathetically low-tech version of HD. How sad is that? That's like, does this camera have zoom? No, you actually got to get closer. So there you go. Lot 119, this is this rust-colored Khador heavy warjack on slated base with like a fallen log. There it has lots of really intricate weathering on it. I believe this is painted back when we were experimenting with weathering. And this definitely has the hallmark of Joseph on it because if you look at the shadows, they are slightly a blue tint. And that kind of draws out that rust color up top. Lot 120. This is an out-of-print Rackham figure. This is a wizard with a sort of a little manticore type creature. It has a scorpion's tail. It's done quite exquisitely. And this has been in the studio really for quite some time. And I've kept it off the block for a long time, but it is time to find this guy a new home. Lot 121, we have a mounted Chaos Lord, and he is painted level 5 at least. He has, well, this is really just the stock model. His stuff, of course, for level 5 is picked out. He has blood on his hammer, and really not much to say except it's a great fig with a great paint job. Okay, we're back to lot 122. Okay, lot 122, we're back to the Scorpion. This is a Scorpion Type 2. This is the second version that Forge World has made for this model. That did shift a little bit, but it does have a magnetized turret, so it just goes about 1 millimeter to either side, moving around inside of the cupola, or whatever it's called. So that moves. This is magnetized and comes off for storage, even though it does not have an alternate, and that does move back and forth as well. Has a clear cockpit, and the rider is painted, and it also, unless I'm breaking this, nope, sure enough, it has a nice magnet for the base, again for storage. It's done low for competitive play, but that is certainly not unrealistic for an Eldar vehicle. So that is lot 122, and
If you get this guy with the other Eldar lot, they're separate lots, but if you get them together, we're offering a discount.
okay, thank you. Yeah, so you can get a bulk deal by smushing them together.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to lot 123. This looks like several sets of Space Hulk Gene Stealers. Quite frankly, I don't know how many are on there. Looks like some things are missing, so buyer beware on that one. Yeah, I'm not selling this very well, am I? So, well, it's true, you know, you're giving correct information, and that's important.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're
All right,
getting a good
so,
price on it, too.
you've got, and you also have these door holders, which make great base stuff. And quite frankly, these would be really nice for the new rule set that GW's put out on the Forge World site. Have you seen it?
No.
Yet? No, it's, it has a name. I wish I could remember it. It's the ship combat.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's 40K, but inside.
Oh, that's
Like
great,
what happens
man.
when you're, oh, it's really neat.
I gotta look at
It's
it.
like if a blast template hits a wall, it stops, you know, and so it has rules for indoor combat.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to set it up.
The reason we had this is later in the lot is we decided that if you get a discount if you buy both of them together.
Okay,
Same
great.
deal as
So,
with the
there you go.
Eldar, basically.
All right, so where are we? Lot 124. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is killing me. These are some of my faves that have been around the studio for a while. This is a model put out by Reaper. I don't know what it's called, but she's really super. She's some kind of, I don't know, dark paladin in cool armor with a really neat shield. This is painted by John, our art director, and he certainly put a lot of love into that one.
It's got some beautiful highlights.
Yeah. We're down to lot 125. This is a Sylvan anime figure from Rackham. So it's like some kind of wood spirit with a sword. And, you know, you might use it as a Dryad champion, something like that. Okay, we're on to lot 126. This is a Terminator captain. This is made from new plastics. So let's go ahead and see if we can get him slightly bigger. Get the glare off.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a front and back of that guy. Did you need something, Joseph?
I'm just
Okay, no,
watching
that's
and
fine.
entertaining.
127. These are more Rackham figures. This is a giant barbarian and a regular-sized barbarian. So let's take a look at least one of those. I have to be really careful not to knock this mushroom terrain over. So sorry you got to see my hand in all of these shots. This is the part where I'm like, did I cut my nails? Now, these models, Rackham had exceptional detail on their figures. If you look on that guy's back, you see skulls. He's got like runic symbols on things hanging from his belt. He has this weird boomerang dagger type thing. So they're very, I don't know, they look a little Frank Frazetta, and they're really cool. So that's lot 127. We're on to 128. This is another version of that figure we saw earlier with the shield just a little bit more recumbent on there. And this one has like either very white features or a mask. No, it looks like a samurai face painted warrior or something. Do you know what that is? Like the old
the death mask or
something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, anyway, it's a great figure. Be perfect for an RPG. This is on a 20 millimeter base. The other one's on a 25. Lot 128. Not much to say here. These are 3 spiders. They have been. They've had their thoraxes built up with some green stuff because normally that's where the spider riders would go, and it has like a little peg hole on it, but we were using these as giant spiders for RPGs.
And by the way, those are some really nice green stuff jobs on those thoraxes.
Yeah, it's not bad. In fact, I think I did that.
Nice job.
All right. Well, if they turn out and the person's like, no, those are actually horrible, you'll know who to talk to about that. And all right, so that's lot 129. I'm now looking for lot 130. Is that this Forge World stuff? Lot 130 is some Forge World Vendetta gunship conversion. So you buy a Valkyrie and you get these with it. Let me show you how this works. Okay, so these go under each wing. They're twin linked, so a pair of them actually goes together like that, and it makes, so that's like where the ammunition is. Oh, no, that's like the power packs. These things just break off, right? You need to clean that up a little bit. That's not part of it, and this goes on the side of the nose. There's a little slot for that, and then this actually goes on the nose cone. It's like a little sensor thing. And I have to say, these are supremely fantastic kits. And this is really what you need to change those Valkyries into Vendettas.
Makes them look a lot. It looks professional. It looks good.
But and in the game, the Vendetta's the only way to go.
The Vendetta's, yeah, great.
They're insane. Yeah, 2 twin-linked las cannons, 3 twin-linked las cannons. Yeah, that's just
on a skimmer. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So lot 131. That's this. The person that traded this in meant it to be used as a engine of the gods for Lizardmen, and he had green stuffed on some of this brass work. These extra spikes are actually plastics from a Stegodon kit, and then these were meant to hold up a custom howdah. So really, if you just like this figure, wanted to use it for an RPG or whatever it is, you could clip those over and probably paint over them pretty easily. But that's what it is, and that is lot 131. 132, Dire Troll Mauler. This is pretty much a standard traditional paint job. I do believe Ren did this guy back when he was starting his Troll Bloods, and you know, some pretty smooth highlights on that guy. Definitely at least a level 4 on that. That is lot 132, and if the price for that lot is less than the cost of the model, you need to pick it up just as fast as humanly possible, because that's real nice. Okay, we're on to lot 133, and that is these dwarf, I guess, war engines. And what we were going to do is we were going to put like cannons, and these are magnets, so you can magnetize cannons, but that really never came to fruition. We ended up just making the base parts to it. So that is something where you would want to continue that work. So a lot of work. Does this come with it?
Yeah.
So looks like you have 17 dwarf quarrelers. These are on 10-man movement trays, so they have metal plates on them, and that is what those guys look like. All right, we're on to lot 134. This is an RPG lot. These are by Reaper. These are like these snake men. In D&D, I believe they're called Yuan Ti, and these are just stock paint jobs. Whoa. Oh, that's a little embarrassing. But no harm done on the styrofoam there. And so you have these 3 snake warriors, and then you have like this snake king guy, which is just off the charts.
He's
absolutely
beautiful.
Fantastic. Yep, he's on a 50 millimeter swampy base. He's got like those 2 giant guys. This is like, you're gonna have to watch this video sideways because of how I'm holding these. things, try and get that right side up. So that's what that looks like. God, I'd love to get like a little QVC twirler thing, right? Lot 135. This is something you've probably seen before. This is a light wizard that has some Brig specialty lightning coming out of his sword. And pretty stock paint job, probably a 3 at most. But he is definitely ready to plonk into an Empire army. Let's move on to lot 136. I'm pretty sure this is not BTP painted. This is a trade-in that we got. This is very nicely done. This is a Koteaz with his double-headed eagle on there and his demon hammer. Isn't that what he has?
Yeah.
So he is a great figure in the game. He allows you to take, not retinues, what are they called?
Henchman groups, I think.
Henchman groups as troops choices.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
Good
great thing to
character.
have, and you can build a whole army around him by just having your 6 troop choices be henchmen.
Yes.
Because under henchmen it says they don't count towards the limit, like you could have more than 6.
Right,
But
yeah.
they fact that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. I looked it up too because I was like, yeah, I'm going to have like 18 troops choices, right? And just make them all minimum builds. But
That's great.
no dice. They're one step ahead of the nerds. And, okay, you're going to have to switch places with me to do
okay.
lot 137. Go ahead and start and stop so it doesn't